This special meeting of the Judson Board of Trustees is hereby called to order at 12:08 p.m. I'm very pleased that you have taken time to join us this afternoon. As the Judson Board of Trustees, we are here to set goals and policies and oversee the management of the district. We are responsible for approving budgets, contracts, personnel appointments, and to listen to reports from the superintendent. We are not here to make administrative or management decisions pertaining to the daily operations of the district. This is the responsibility of the superintendent. In compliance with the State Government Code on open meeting, this afternoon's agenda has been appropriately posted. This is a meeting in the public, not a meeting of the public. As our guests, you are welcome to observe and listen. These proceedings are being video and audio recorded and will become part of Judson's permanent legal record. In order that the tape adequately reflects those proceedings, please silence your mobile devices and refrain from talking while others are speaking. Since it is legally mandated that these proceedings are recorded accurately, I may have to ask for order periodically should I notice that disruptions are interfering with our recording capabilities. Once again, I extend to each of you a sincere welcome from the entire school board. Thank you for your interest in Judson ISD. I will establish a quorum. Mr. LaFoyle?
Here.
Ms. Eaton?
Present.
Ms. Knoyer?
Present.
And I am Renee Pichelle, present, and Dr. Ball?
I'm here, present.
Okay. We'll start with discussion item A. Consider and take possible action to amend board policy BF Local to delete the provision requiring amendments introduced and recommended to the board at one meeting not be adopted until a subsequent meeting. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Motion has been made by Ms. Knoyer and seconded by Mr. LaFoyle. Is there a discussion? Dr. Ball?
Yes, what this does is it allows us to, if we ever need to approve a policy on a first reading, we could do that. Doesn't necessarily mean that we always have to, but there are some policies that are very simple and don't require a lot of time. So now we have that option that if we ever needed to adopt a policy on the first reading, we could.
Oh, okay. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed or abstain? Okay, so the vote is 4-0. Section B, consider and take possible action to amend board policy BE Local to change the time for the board's regular meetings to 6 p.m. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. LaFoyle and seconded by Ms. Knoyer. Discussion. Dr. Ball?
Yes, this is something that we had discussed informally, and this would allow us to start our meeting at 6 o'clock. And of course, if we ever needed to, we could always change it to a different time if you wanted to go back. But I'd like the opportunity to try the 6 o'clock and go from there.
And it's convenient, it's better for those of you that are still working.
Yeah,
You can
and-
get through the day quicker.
And talking to several other school board members, some of them have shared with me that they found it to be really positive at
Yeah,
that
I'm
time.
sure, yeah.
So they still get to get home, you know,
Early
even the
enough.
parents and kids, you know, to go home early and do homework and dinner and all those
Good,
things.
okay.
Well,
Any other discussion? Go ahead.
have we talked to Ms. Rodriguez and, Mr. Macias since they work? And, you know,
Yeah, yes,
they need time to get here, especially Mr. Macias.
yes, ma'am, I did. And he said he was absolutely fine with it.
As long as we talk to them, I'm good.
Yes.
Okay, and let me just make note that Mr. Macias has entered at 12:12, arrived.
Thank you.
And board meetings
Good
at 6
afternoon.
o'clock will be okay? You
Yeah,
good?
yeah, I'm fine.
We're right there at that particular
I
item.
think that's good.
Okay. Well, if there's no more discussion, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Nay? Any abstentions? So that vote is 5-0. It passed.
I was making sure you could earn that paycheck.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, it is 12:13. We are now going into closed session pursuant to Texas Government Code, Section 551.071, attorney consultation regarding legal issues related to Veterans Memorial High School Building Addition, RFCSP 19-02, and contract negotiations with Drimala Constructions. It is 12:13. We will now go into closed session. All right, we are back in open session at 1:19 p.m. Consider and take possible action related to Veterans Memorial High School Building Addition, RFCSP 19-02, and if necessary, authorizing superintendent to take action to reissue procurement documents for Veterans Memorial High School Building Addition and Auditorium, accept and evaluate proposals, and bring the contractor rankings back to the board for approval. Is there a motion?
I move that the board authorize the superintendent to proceed as discussed in closed meeting to continue negotiations with Drimala Construction, but if a contract is not executed by 12 noon on December 17th, 2018, the superintendent is authorized to terminate negotiations in writing, and in that event, the board rejects all bids received in RFCSP 19-02 and authorizes the superintendent to reissue a solicitation for the Veterans High School project, evaluate the proposals, and bring the rankings back to the board for approval.
Second.
Motion was made by Ms. Canoyer and seconded by Mr. LaFoille. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. Any abstentions? The vote goes 5-0 to approve. Thank you.
Can I say one more thing, ma'am?
Go right ahead.
Thank you. As everybody knows, we have a very important Saturday coming up, so I'd like to just say go Judson Rockets and go Wagner T-Birds! Woo!
Yay, go.
T-Birds.
Meeting is adjourned at 1:21.